Yo, it's Saba and you on Chicago Sleeping.
Earth can be so lonely, glad we're all in heaven. But he can count a dollar, couldn't count a blessing.
We got Saba Pivot with us, and this is Chicago Sleepers. This is Lil Jaw.
I'm Lil Jake.
Lil Saba. Lil Sabotage. So, I gotta ask you, how did Pivot Gang start?
Pivot Gang started, as you probably know, Joseph, my older brother,
Yes, sir.
and Fresh, your older brother,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
was just in the basement making hella songs together. And Joe Weird, and he was watching Friends, Friends, the show. And it was an episode where they moved the couch, they yelled Pivot, and we just became the Pivot Gang after that.
Okay.
And so before Pivot Gang, you had a group called The Rally.
Yeah.
What was that?
It was me, Mello, and Joseph, and a few of our other like homies and stuff from high school. And the rally started. I was probably like a freshman in high school, and it had a few years. It ran for a few years. It ran until Pivot basically. Pivot kind of just is like a new version. It's like a souped up version of the rally.
Just took the All Stars and ran with it.
Basically.
So, what side of the city you guys from?
We from the west side.
West side.
It's so
west
crazy,
side, west
like
side
having
bound.
you ask me these questions, because it's like, damn, you know the answer to everything that you ask.
So, I mean, obviously you're from the west side, not the best area in the city. What was it like living there, and how'd that influence the music
that's
you make?
opinionated.
Hey, the west side is a good side to me.
Oh, no, you
It's
know what
a
I mean.
good side to me. I'm from the
I mean,
west side. So
there's a
don't
lot
come
of
at the
violence
west side
surrounding
over
you. How did that influence the music that you make? Because a lot of the stuff you guys have is very positive music.
I think just being from the west side, or really being from anywhere in Chicago right now, it's like you kind of see more than one story, like through childhood and stuff. So like for me, where I live on the west side, it's like it's damn near like the complete end of Chicago. So it's like if you cross over a block and a half, you're not in Chicago anymore. You're in the suburbs. So for me, being young, I was able to see that like across the street damn near, it's like the suburbs, and it's like nice as hell, and literally one block into Chicago, like it's like shit is real. So for me, it was like a good, I don't know, like, you know, you was able to see both sides, so it was never like I never felt like trapped. So I think, I don't know, that was really it. Like I try to tell both sides, like, you know, it's two sides to every story.
Let's actually stay on childhood Saba. Like,
childhood side?
what age did this music start for you?
I got into music damn near forever ago, man. My whole life I've pretty much been into music.
Yeah.
I guess I started pursuing music as like my career choice when I was like 8 or 9.
So you always knew you wanted to be a rapper.
I was in like bus driver ready mode.
Well, I was playing piano when I was like 7. And from that I got into producing, and around the same time, you know, producing, I just got into rapping with my cousin. And yeah, that was, I don't know, it was like from jump we kind of had it set out like we about to do this shit.
Yeah.
True. Who'd you guys look up to when you were starting making music? Who were you listening to as a kid?
The biggest influence on my music, like the thing that I heard that was like, I'm gonna be a rapper, was the song Notorious Thugs. Bone Thugs and Harmony and Biggie.
Dang.
I heard that shit and was like, damn, I gotta write a rap. And then, you know, I come from a really musical family, so it was always like, I don't know, music was kind of always in our blood, I feel like, and it was like always, like we were exposed to it super young, like we was like 4 and 5, like just in the studio with our dad, because he's a singer, just late nights, you know, I don't know, it was like always kind of destined.
Oh. So, where did you get your name Saba from?
Oh man, the moment of truth. All right. So here it is. I hate this story because it's a terrible, very corny story. And I used to be super embarrassed by it and just make up shit. But, you know, I'm a real ass nigga. What I got to lie for?
Hey, nigga, I get the same thing. I hit everybody with the, hey, I'm Jaw. And they tell me, Joe? And I got to just point at the jaw now. Like, I just, jaw.
Jaw. Yeah.
You just got to slap
bro.
the jaw.
All right. So, Saba, my government name
Government.
is Taj.
Taj.
Like the Mahal.
Taj.
So when I first got first got into music, like 8, 9, 10 type shit, I used to go by the name Sabotage.
Yeah.
On some super corny. I'm 10.
Cool shit.
It's raw when you 10 to
When
be
you 10,
Sabotage. Yeah.
Sabotage. And watch
And
out
then-
on the block. Hey, watch out. Sabotage on the block. Watch out.
And then it just like as I got to high school, the Taj kind of just faded itself out, and everybody just started calling me Saba. So that's I don't know. It's one of those names that just kind of stuck somehow.
So when you first started getting into the music scene, like hip hop wise, the same music that you do, where did you like start that off at? Like where were you going for your sources? Like I know you said you had the studio in the basement, but after you started doing all your music in the basement, where were you going
For a long
to look
time,
out for more sources?
For a long time, we wasn't going nowhere, and that was a problem for a real long time. We was just in the basement. We would make hundreds of records, and shit, go to school the next day, try to hand them out or whatever. But we weren't really like getting out, and I guess that kind of changed when we started going to like the open mics. We started Fresh put me onto the open mics.
Yeah.
We was going to U Media downtown at the Harold Washington Library. We was going to YCA, which is like up the street. But yeah, just going to the open mics is kind of like our first like scene exposure.
For just like how you said about Fresh, I don't know if a lot of people know about Fresh, but how much has Fresh influenced you? Because I don't even know this question. Like I don't even know this answer for this.
Yeah, shit, me neither. Fresh for me, like, I met Fresh. I was probably like 13, and he was like my cousin, like super close homie, and my cousin was really the only person that I was rapping with when I was 13. Like it was just me and him in the basement. Fresh came through. He recorded like some super raw shit. It was super old. Like we was damn near still recording on cassette or something damn near. But we stayed in touch like from 13 to I think we reconnected when I was like 16. And he was just always like a big bro to me. Like he was introducing me to like all of these people. Like Fresh is how I met No Name, Chance, Vic. Like I met everybody through Fresh basically because he was going to the open mics already. So he was just trying to put his little homie on.
Yeah, I got you.
And,
What was it like in those open mic rooms when you had people like you, No Name, Chance, Mick, all these people coming up? I know Alex Wiley, even people who are still in the local scene, like one of my personal favorites right now, Monster Mike. I've seen videos of him rapping with all you guys. What's it like being with so much talent in one room so young?
I don't know. It didn't really feel like anything different than what we were used to. Like it wasn't. Let me think of this question some more. I don't know. It was like a real like showcasing. Like everybody was like at everybody head, and it was raw.
Yeah,
like,
no, I've
that's
seen a
what
ton
I-
of like
I
videos
like
on
how you
YouTube. You
said
guys
that.
like freestyle battling, all that stuff. I haven't seen a video of you, but I know a lot of the open mics with endless stuff like that. I think that's just crazy to think there was so much talent at that point where you guys were doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now watching you guys all blow up is incredible.
I don't know. It was one of those things where, like, even then we kind of seen it. We kind of knew, like, listening to Mick Jenkins early on. Like, everybody knew Mick Jenkins was hot. It's like it's not surprising when you see Mick Jenkins, get signed and do all of this crazy shit. Everybody knew Chance was like it. Everybody knew No Name was like the fucking truth. Like, it wasn't. So it was like, I don't know. To us, it always, or to me, I should say, it kind of felt like, people are kind of realizing stuff that we've always said and stuff that we've always known.
And
like,
just was doing
it's like
it.
nothing I see on the internet. Like when I see somebody like from Chicago do some super amazing shit. Like, it never surprises me anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
yep, we knew this would happen.
So like, what kind of change do you see in the music scene now, like, than when you was like first growing into that artist that you are now? Like,
Well, I mean, when I was first doing my art, like, there was no music scene. Like, when I was like 8, like, we didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was trying to call Mike Jones, 281-330-800. I literally tried to call that man, like, put me on.
Who ain't
put me
call that
on.
number?
I got these cassettes.
Who ain't call it?
Right.
He probably cut the number off probably like 2
But-
days after the video.
Right.
You
But it's
had
like,
to.
then it's like, you got to know somebody, or you got to do something. It's like when I turned like 16, that's kind of when everything for me started changing, because it's like I started getting out and coming to like this area, you know, being out west. It's like, you're not finna run into Twister or Lupe Fiasco out here. It's like, you know, you gotta find a way. So for us, I don't know, it was really just getting out of the west side of Chicago, like, you know, spreading the music.
But I mean, I like to see, especially how you were in Lollapalooza this year, and I never would have thought I would have seen that this early. And me watching your music career, like, how's it grown? Like, me watching you guys at Lala was really, really amazing.
That's dope.
Like, really dope for me, just like as a brother to me. Like, you guys are definitely brother to me, and in a way, I just seen all y'all up there. It was just some dope shit, and it was nice, like, really fucking nice. And y'all killed that shit. Just to let you know that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you
man.
kind of see every year at Lala, one of the earlier performances, they always have someone who's dope popping out of Chicago right now.
Mhm.
Now, and you see them start to elevate huge after that. And I know you got Bucket List on the way. So do you plan on that being your next step to bringing you even to a higher place?
I mean, I can't plan on that. That's not in my hands. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make that happen, but that's not really up to me. I'm gonna do what I always do, you know, put out what I put out, put my all into what I put out, and then what happens from there is, you know, it's not up to me. It's not up to Lollapalooza. You know, it's kind of just, we'll see.
Absolutely.
But we know.
We know. We know. Saba's up next. You heard it here first. Going crazy.
Up next is such an overrated
Yeah,
statement.
yeah. I like
Somebody's up next. All right, this is my problem with somebody being up next.
up next.
What does that even mean?
Up next is
Up
what?
next to do what? People been telling me I've been up next since I was like 12. It's not. I don't know.
I feel like my word of up next is like when I hear somebody say like in Chicago and you coming in the scene and say up next, I feel the up next part is when you start actually traveling and going places with your music and like having fans in like different states and countries and like for me to see I seen you did a tour, a European tour you did right before Lala, and how was that like being and seeing those fans that like interacted with you and that you didn't even think you even had out in some of these places?
That shit was intense. It was real intense. I was sick the whole tour.
Oh shit.
It was terrible.
I gotta
like,
ask, how was the food? Was it like hard to get used to, or was it like, all right, I'm just gonna eat this and it's gonna be good?
I don't know. The food was it was sketchy. It was sketchy. It was like some of the places like Italy, shit was flame.
Flame. Ooh, nice.
But it was, I don't know, it still had its like, but it's not the best spaghetti I ever had. Like
Yeah.
I was thinking I was finna get the best
The
spaghetti,
best.
the best pizza.
Yeah.
This shit at the crib is better. But I don't know. The food was interesting, especially like with how I eat. Like it's like on tour, like you gotta eat fast. You gotta eat and be gone. And it's like out there, it's like they fast food. You know, everything is so different. It's like where to go. So we was eating a lot of shit that we didn't even really know what it was and shit. I don't know. I think when I go back, you know, it'll be we experienced it now, so now we know what not to do. The whole first European tour was like basically what not to do. Like we went out there sick as fuck, what not to do. We went out there and was eating like shit, what not to do. Like it's like everything was damn near like the wrong thing.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place you've gotten to visit so far off traveling for music?
My favorite place is probably, I like Oakland a lot. Oakland, California. I was really surprised. It's like real similar to Chicago in a lot of different ways. Like even down to like the west side and the south side thing, like that. You know, that be going on here. Theirs is like, it's like different. It's two sides of Oakland, like, you know, too.
Yeah,
so it's like,
south side, but I feel like when I was in, I went to L.A. I ain't been to Oakland yet, but when I was in L.A., that music scene, that scenery was just whole like way different and new that I'd never seen. Like where you just walked in and you seen like 3 different mosh pit circles, and I was just like, damn, they do this here?
yeah, that's crazy.
We just standing like BT.
I ain't never seen that in LA.
Yeah, I ain't really never seen no motherfuckers. I was scared to run into motherfuckers because I BT.
I mean, I like LA a lot too, but it's different. I don't know. LA is like one of those things you got to figure out. I've been to LA like 3 or 4 times, and each time I go, it's a different experience.
Yeah.
The first time I went, it was amazing. The second time I went, I was miserable. Like, I want to go home. And then the last few times have been decent, but it's like I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, do I actually like LA, or do I just, you know, would I live here, or is this just a nice visit place type shit?
Got you.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of times we see artists starting to do really good, and they want to move to places like LA, New York, go somewhere else and move out of here. Do you plan on staying in Chicago?
I don't really know if I have that plan. I don't know, man. I'm just winging it, man.
Wherever life takes you, you go.
I'm going with the flow of this shit. Like,
I feel you.
sometimes it's like a lot of people in Chicago always take it like super personal when they're like,
Yeah,
they
when somebody
like
get
pride
up out
and
of there and
hope
leave
like
out.
leave
At
Chicago.
the same
but
time,
it's
I
like,
see most of the people in Chicago, you see them go away.
it's-
Lately, we were starting to see a change with that, with Chance showing so much love to the city right now. But
it's a part of it's like to, I don't know, like because pursuing music, like it's real challenging to do in like certain places. Chicago is like one of those places with an amazing, like, I guess, underground scene, or amazing independent scene. Let me not call it underground because it's not like some boom bap shit or nothing like that. But it's an amazing independent scene in Chicago, and it's like, to further that, a lot of times people are gonna have to leave Chicago, like whether they do it long term or short term. It's like, even like No Name did Telephone. She didn't do that shit in Chicago. She went to LA to do it. Bucket List, most of it was done in LA. So it's like, we might not be leaving Chicago, you know,
just
quote
got
unquote,
better
but it's like,
sources,
you know,
better
you gotta do what you gotta do at the same
Exactly.
time to better Chicago and to better yourself and your situation. Because I mean, at the end of the day, that's really, you know, that's what everything's about.
going back to the independent scene in Chicago, is there anybody right now you've been listening to a lot, or you think has the potential to go crazy out of Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
That
I think, all right, just how it's like, we talked about being young as hell at U Media and knowing
that
that
this shit
these
was gonna
people
go
was
crazy,
going crazy. It's a lot of people right now that you know are going, like,
that are going stupid. Like, actually, just from me personally, I know he's not from Chicago, but
Smino.
Smino,
Yeah.
like,
Semino's.
for me, I met him the first time I met him was at one of your shows, and you brought him out for like y'all had a show together, I think somewhere, and in the show y'all had, like, that's the first time I've seen him, and his first show I've seen, I was like, yeah, he going fucking
He the
phenomenal.
truth.
He's
He the
going
truth.
stupid.
He the truth.
Yeah,
So,
him and Monty over there going dumb.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm loving that from St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
I love it over there. They got a nice sound to it.
But yeah, I don't know, man. The names in Chicago that I could give you, like, it's like an endless fucking list of like people who are like going to do some very crazy epic shit in the near future. It's like, why I can't predict the future. I also, you know, we watched the trends. We watched what happened. We watched what didn't happen. So it's like, I kind of feel it.
So how is it like when you see yourself in like in newspapers and magazines and little stuff like that? Like, how is that for you seeing that now?
When I was on the cover of that newspaper, it felt like I changed my picture on Facebook. I don't know. It was a crazy feeling just because I went to the Red Eye stand with my mom.
Yeah.
She just grabbed hella and then started driving around like the neighborhood.
So y'all went on the news route. And just,
right? She just went on the news route to all her homies' cribs and just left
like,
the paper.
Hey,
Look at my son.
Right. So
He's
that was probably the craziest part about it, just seeing how like people respond to it. But like for me, like I don't know, like it's like if that wouldn't have happened, like it kind of just felt like a pit. I don't know. It's like a picture, but it's crazy. Like it's like we was driving around like all of these neighborhoods, and it's like damn, our faces everywhere.
Everywhere. Was
That's-
it
yeah.
How was your feel after the Stephen Colbert show you had with Chance? Like, how was that like performing in front of a like live audience, like for not even like a concert? It was like a
performing
On
in front
TV in
of
front of so
on
many
TV,
people.
live, like just live audience. How was that like difference to like a show?
All right. I may not be able to answer this question too well because that only happened at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't got no, you know what I'm saying, nothing to compare it to or nothing.
Yeah.
But that shit hella weird. That shit hella weird. And I don't remember if it was Chance or Pat, but one of them like told me like, just sell it. Just sell it. Like, make it look like you having the time of your life, because it's like we performing in front of, I mean, realistically, who do you think is at
The Colbert show.
you know, who's there? The people don't look like me and you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we performing in front of a bunch of old white people. Like, and we got to just make it look like, hey, this shit cracking. Hey, we dancing and bopping and doing all type of, like, crazy Chicago shit on the stage. It was, like, a crazy feeling, but it was, like, while we doing it, I don't know. It was kind of crazy because it's another one of those things where it's not live. So we did that shit, like, 4 or 5 p.m. probably. And we doing all of this shit in front of the audience, and it's crazy like watching it happen. And then it's like we go to the crib and then we just watch it. Yeah, we watch it at the same time.
Like,
y'all watch it and shit. So I don't know. That was definitely a crazy one because it's like you performing on TV, quote unquote, but it's like you really just performing in front of all these old white people.
So I gotta
look like
I gotta ask, like, who came up with the dance moves?
D-Lo.
D-Lo?
What kind of question is that?
So how good is your Millie Rock? I gotta ask, how good is the Millie Rock?
When we started rehearsing for that like 3 days before, and I went. They was in like town for that, like the tour, the Family Matters tour and shit. And I seen D-Lo doing all this crazy shit. Chance called me to rehearse. He didn't really like run the, you know what I'm saying, run the situation down for me. It was just like, all right, I'm at rehearsal. I'm thinking, all right, I come out, do the hook, leave. How difficult
They're like,
can it
nah,
be?
you gotta tee this
Like,
bitch up.
He like, yeah, we got these dance moves I'm working on. Then I'm looking at D-Lo do all this, you know.
Yeah,
People who like dancers, like in real life, they don't stop dancing. So like, if he was standing right there and he was a dancer, he would be dancing right now. So D-Lo is definitely one of them people. And I told him I had to run it by him. Like, look, I don't dance for real, so keep it simple, keep it doable, and I don't know, it worked out.
What's it been like working with Chance so much? Because I'm sure you guys have been working since you were younger, since your media days, your open mic days.
You know what's crazy? We haven't.
Really?
Yeah, not at all. That's what everybody think. Everybody think me and Chance best friends.
Y'all just got it like that where y'all know how to get in there and execute.
Two raw artists working together.
Type shit is, he was a fan of me, I was a fan of him. We connected solely on some music shit. Like now we like friends and shit, but like when we did the acid rap shit, he reached out to me via text message. I recorded that shit in my basement and emailed it to him. Like we wasn't in the studio together and nothing crazy. It was like hella, like I was as surprised as probably everybody who heard it was. Damn, Chance hit me up to get on this song, but it wasn't nothing crazy like, yo, we got this crazy chemistry because we've been working together since I was 13. Nah.
We got this crazy. I like that.
It's super dope. You guys can make it sound like that.
I was gonna Millie Rock battle you, but I ain't trying to kill you on a set like that.
It's all good,
I don't
bro.
wanna
Yo,
battle
Millie
you.
Rock is inspiring.
It's like
It's inspiring. I look at your shit
do
and
it,
I'm
I
like,
gotta
I
like.
want to learn. how to do
like-
this shit.
I mean, you seen the jaw, right?
Oh, you ain't even know how to hit the jaw.
I damn near seen it on the internet, but you got the real life.
The real life
You got-
dance moves. Like, motherfuckers calling me soldier. Cranking shit. I ain't gotta do that, though.
Y'all ran out of questions.
Yeah, I think overall we got a pretty good question.
Believe it or leave it alone. I'm what y'all believe in, but to each his own. I'm the future. You can find my bars in crystal balls. Balls. I put 2 and 2 together like applause. All this for me. I'm killing with the bar again. That's a plea. Please, I'm dogging. Got fleas and fleet. And all my lines cold, you appeased in fleas. Freeze, froze over, colder than polar. All y'all babies, my sounds ultra. I'm the man like grown-ups. Raps in first place, I ain't second to no one. With intentions on the top spot, gifts like God's got. Y'all flock towards these doors like locks. Lock behind bars like cops stop. You ain't getting near it. Cock block, stop, dog, I'm from the goal like stopwatch. That's the crown, you finna pass it down like a pop lock. Gargantuan with the antics in. I'm about to dead rap, call an ambulance.
There's Lil Jaw. This Lil J. That's Saba, you Chicago sleepers. Bitch.